the Sorceress for saucerecipes.tv, and today I'm making lovely pizza sauce. Now the shop bought sauces to me often seem too heavy. They've got too much tomato paste, they're often oily and a bit cluggy. What I'm going to be making today is a pizza sauce out of pantry items that you probably already have, but that will taste a lot fresher and be more interesting, and also will be a little bit chunky. So here are my ingredients. I have some olive oil, about 3 tablespoons, 4 cloves of garlic, which I've chopped up with my knife. Those of you who follow me know that I don't believe in garlic crushes. I have some dried herbs here. I have some dried basil, some dried oregano, and some dried marjoram. Now clearly, if you have fresh herbs in your garden, you can use those. I have some basil leaves here, which I'm going to use, and also just a few thyme leaves, which I've picked. This is chili flakes, and that's going to give the sauce a nice lift, and of course salt and pepper. And the basic ingredient are these lovely diced canned Italian tomatoes. Now there's nothing stopping you from using fresh, but these are very good if you can't get good full flavoured fresh tomatoes. It's a very easy recipe. Everything just goes into the saucepan. I'm not going to add any more fluid to this, it's just going to be as it comes. And I'm going to put everything else in there with it. So there goes the oil and the garlic. Now you could, if you liked, fry the garlic first, but I don't think it's necessary for this recipe. And the herbs. That's the basil and the oregano, and now the marjoram and the chili. And I'm going to put my fresh thyme leaves in. And with the basil, I'm going to tear it. If you chop basil, you often get black marks where the blade of the knife or whatever you're using goes, and I find that by tearing up the basil in my hands like this, it really brings out the flavour, and it doesn't spoil the appearance of the leaves. So just a bit of extra there, because the sorcerer and I like basil very much. So here's everything in the saucepan. I'm just going to mix that around, and as you see, the pieces of tomato are quite chunky. This was diced tomatoes, but I'm going to cook it just like this. I'm going to put it over the heat now and cook it for somewhere between 15 to 30 minutes to cook down, and I'll come back and show you the result. Right, well that has now cooked down, as you see. I wanted to reduce the water content of it to quite a lot. That cooked for about 25 minutes at a low simmer. So here's my pizza base, and what I'm now going to do is put the sauce on it. Now this sauce is very rich, and you possibly don't even need to add cheese if you're trying to cut down on fats. This sauce has a lovely flavour. I tasted it for salt and pepper before. You could add a little bit of sugar. I don't, but some people like it a bit sweeter than we do. But as you see, it's got lovely chunks in it, and I am spreading this around on my pizza base. I've made a thin crust base, but that's just our taste. You could equally have a thick or a deep dish kind of pizza base for this. And I'm just going to paddle around here and get the pizza sauce spread evenly all over my base. Then I'm going to add my toppings, and the sorcerer and I will have a wonderful pizza for dinner. I'm the Sorceress for saucerecipes.tv. Thank you for watching. The recipe with all the quantities and so on is on the website. Bye for now.